Echo associated jumping with getting to the comfort of our hands as the reward.
Echo learned that when he climbed toward his cage, climbing on the cage would be his reward.
Echo associated our hands as a pleasant stimulus. Each time he saw our hands, he would stand and gradually go into walking.
Echo would get tapped on the nose when he would try to jump instead of move the marble. Once he learned that the tap meant we did not like the behavior, he would quickly do the behavior we wanted.
When Echo was rewarded with food, he was more likely to repeat the behavior. He associated going across the dowel rod with getting food.
We put Echo in the operant chamber to test the schedules of reinforcement. Echo learned that on different schedules of reinforcement, he could get a sugar pellet after a certain amount of lever presses or time passed.
Echo demonstrated the fixed interval in the Skinner box when he pressed the bar 81 times for 1 pellet in 5 minutes.
We used shaping to get Echo to play basketball. At first, we used food as a reward when he got close to the basket. Then we rewarded him when he touched the ball. Every time he got close to the basket, he associated food as the reward.
Echo ran the maze to avoid being tapped on the butt. When Echo wouldn't start, we'd tap him on the butt, and he learned that he could avoid the tapping by running the maze.
Echo did not perform the maze as quickly until he knew there would be a reward at the end. When Echo completed the maze, we gave him a treat.
Echo would act helpless by sitting on the hurdle. He knew that we would touch him to move him off the hurdle. Our touch was a reward to him.
Echo learned the difference between our hands meaning to stand and our hands tapping to jump.
Echo could not tell the difference between our hand movements when we wanted him to stand or when we wanted him to move the ball. When we put the ball in the cage, Echo only wanted to stand, not move the ball.
Echo associated standing with food, so he stood on the hurdles because he saw our hands and expected food. He learned that when he saw our hands, he would get food or our touch.
Our hands were a conditioned stimulus to Echo. When we first got Echo, our hands meant nothing to him, but over time he grew to love them.
Whenever Echo saw our hands, he learned to go to them because he wanted the comfort of our touch.